purpose of this podcast is just to rant about the stuff that we like. So, if that doesn't sound like your cup of tea, this show probably isn't for you. This podcast also contains a fair amount of explicit language. We are Australian, after all.
If I let you in on this, you've got to promise to keep it on the down low. The less people know about this, the better.
Yeah, call it lazy, I just create what is in my mind. I use the same breaks in my beats sometimes. Wanna decorate my office, so I bought some fake lavenders and speakers, but Mankaiju on the highway to Los Angeles. Never try to hide you from my life if you can handle it. You know I try to find you in the dark, which is a candlestick. The valleys of my heart always encased in metal shackles. When I look into your eyes, you're like Wonderland and Alice.
Shit, if we can avoid incendiary incidents in real life, then we never have to do anything ever again.
How does that work in the real world?
Hello, everyone. Welcome back.
Hi, guys.
Welcome back. This is Stuff We're Excited About.
Good morning, afternoon, or evening.
Good morning, good evening, and good night. You should only say that in case you don't see the person. That's what I always say.
I thought it would be nice because you never know when people are listening.
Have you not seen The Truman Show?
Oh, yes, of course. I've seen The Truman Show. I didn't think about that.
Tut. You should pick up on Truman Show references. That is one of the best films ever made.
I watched it ages ago, okay?
You should watch it again.
I'll think about it.
Anyway. Welcome back to Stuff We're Excited About. This is a podcast about stuff we're excited about, and I am Finley.
And I'm Cloud, and this is another episode.
It's always another episode.
Yeah, I know, but I just like saying it. Okay.
Just forever, week after week, just every single week, another episode.
Endlessly, until the end of Earth.
Endlessly.
Forever.
Until the end of our lives.
Yep.
Right off the docket.
Go.
Last week, I spoke about the imminent Star Wars event in Fortnite. It started, as we're recording this, yesterday. When this releases, it'll be last week. But, not yesterday, the day before, on Friday, on Friday night.
Because yesterday,
and we got some really great stuff. Yesterday was May the 4th, yes.
I forgot to say something, yeah. I kind of said that
I went into the city.
Yeah.
I went on my regular Saturday walk.
Yeah.
I went into the city, and for some reason, I said that I posted this on Twitter. I was talking about this on my Twitter. I have seen an uptick in cosplayers. Just in the city,
yeah.
just in
So
public.
have I.
Just people cosplaying in public, just randomly.
It's strange. I don't
Predictably,
good for them, but
I saw some
Yeah?
Star Wars cosplayers.
Oh.
I saw a Cal. I saw a Leia and a Luke, and just some people with just Jedi robes and lightsabers. Can you explain to me why I also saw 2 Spider-Men?
Oh.
And Luffy.
Luffy
Monkey D. Luffy from One Piece.
Yeah.
What? On May 4th? What? I was just lost for words. Whenever I see cosplayers full stop in public, I'm always kind of speechless. I'm just
yeah, what are you doing here?
What is going on?
Yeah. No, but I've seen lots.
Imagine my shock. Imagine my surprise when I am walking through the Galleries Victoria in the city, and I see a symbiote suit Spider-Man and a regular suit Spider-Man on May 4th?
True.
Star Wars Day.
I mean, look, at least you saw some Star Wars cosplayers, though. I would have been pissed if I only saw, because that's good. But also, what are they doing? Because I've seen lots of cosplayers in the city, too. Is it just things are, good for them? Because I think it's fun as shit to cosplay, but are people just doing it to just go out into the city? Or are they, some people are, making content or stuff? But I see a lot of people, walking in groups. Maybe 3 or 4, usually 3, of just people in cosplay.
Yeah.
And they're always
it's
people
usually like Genshin.
Yeah, there's a lot of Genshin cosplayers, and they're usually our age or younger, from what I can tell.
Yeah.
We're
it's
19,
such a strange
by the way,
phenomenon
for people who don't know.
I turn 19 next month.
Oh.
Yeah, that kind of wigged me out as I was walking home from my walk yesterday. I realized, fuck, my birthday's in a month.
Yeah, are we gonna do something? It'll be fun.
Really snuck up on me. I've been thinking about it a bit. We probably will do something low key.
Alright.
I'm not that big on like big extravagant
Yeah,
parties.
I don't do
but
that either.
Yeah,
but- okay,
we'll
great.
end up doing something low key. Your birthday parties are always good fun.
Yeah, that's good to hear. Yeah,
they're never extravagant.
No, I don't.
They're
have
just
enough
like a
money for that.
nice hangout.
Yeah. I don't
Yeah.
remember what we did last year. What did we do last year?
Last year,
What did we do?
in 2023, I can only remember in 2022,
I don't remember
which
what
was
we
your
did,
18th,
my
which was
18th.
quite extravagant.
And my 19th.
Yeah.
Oh, we went to to Red Leaf.
Oh yeah, of course.
That was nice. Yeah.
Yeah, no, that was a good hangout. That was only like
So
four
it was only,
people,
yeah,
but that was
me and
good
three other
company.
people.
Yeah.
It was good. Yeah. Anyway,
Yeah.
back to the topic of today.
Fortnite.
I have my you
I-
did your fortnightly fortnight last week.
But I wasn't done. I wanted to explain
Then
the
you could-
cosmetics that we got.
You can wait until
Very quickly, very
next
quickly, very
week.
quickly.
Fine.
Very quickly.
Go.
We got a skin of Dagobah Luke,
Mhm.
like in his training gear on Dagobah, with a Yoda back bling,
Oh right, yeah. You sent me a
with
picture
like
of that.
the little pouch,
Yeah.
the little pouch that Yoda sits in,
That's great. Yeah.
and the pickaxe that the skin comes with is Yoda's cane.
Oh.
you can see
that's
that
cool.
In the back bling, in the back bling, Yoda is holding the cane, and I was really worried when I saw that there would
Right.
just be like two canes. That you would be holding Yoda's cane and he would be holding Yoda's cane.
Yeah,
and there would
but-
be two canes and it wouldn't make any sense.
But
Epic
it
Games,
works.
you've done it again. You actually take it off him.
Oh,
like
no way,
It
like, he
disappears
gives
from
it-
his hand when you pull it out.
Oh, that's cool. It's like he's like holding
It's
it
so
for you and he gives
good.
it to you when you need it. That's cool. I like that.
It's so perfect.
Yeah.
Anyway,
Okay.
I'm done with Fortnite for this week. You can go ahead.
Okay. So, for one of my classes at school, we've been tasked to watch as many Australian movies and TV shows made within, around the last 10 years as possible. And we're all going to get like there's like a really weird point system, and then, we're going to tally it up and see who's watched the most. All I've done for that effort, I've just watched like all of Heartbreak High. I'm not done. I'm up to like season 2,
Is it-
episode 3 or 4, maybe. I finished that last night.
Is it just based on like watch time?
I think so, yeah.
Just like hours?
Yeah, probably, because if you watch a whole
Okay.
series, then it's not fair if you count that as like one, compared to someone who watched like a 2-hour
Right,
movie.
yeah.
So I think it is going to be based
Yes.
off hours. But I actually
You best
really,
be confident.
I really like it. Also, it's strange because
Heartbreak High, really?
yeah, I actually enjoy it. And the funny thing is, because I used to do, I used to do extras work. I saw a guy there that I know, that I met on a shoot
You've actually...
once.
Oh my god.
I saw him on screen. I was like, oh, I
Okay.
know that guy. I don't remember his name, but he was a nice
Yeah.
guy. Yeah. It was in like season 2.
When I was on
yeah.
a shoot, it was a very long day. It was a night shoot, so
Mhm.
we had a long time to get to know each other.
Yeah.
It was quite a few days as well. I met this guy, this other extra named Dante.
Mm.
Really nice guy. He takes the whole thing a lot more seriously than I do.
Oh,
like
yeah.
he's like a whole like influencer. He has like more than 10,000 followers, I think. More than that even.
Oh, wow.
There are certain people that like I kind of, they really hustle,
Yeah.
and it's kind of funny that there is a pretty good chance that like I could be watching any Australian media produced in the last couple years,
Yeah.
and I would see Dante as
Yeah.
an extra in the
Because
background.
I don't remember
which
what this
makes me
guy's
laugh.
name was. I could probably, if I did enough like stalking on Instagram, I could probably find it there. Because I've got there were some other people on this job I did that I have their Instagrams. so I could probably like trace him down based on who's following who. But it was just really weird to see, because I know lots of people have said, oh yeah, I was an extra on Heartbreak High, but actually recognizing him and being like, oh, I know him is really strange. I kind of wish I was in it though, because like, how fun would that have been? Because the scene that I watched, do you mind spoilers?
I think no, do you think I would give a single shit about spoilers for Heartbreak High?
Well, I'm just making sure. Anyway, spoilers for anyone who hasn't seen it. Season 2, episode like 3 or something, they go on school camp and they get lost and they eat mushrooms and get really high. And so it's just like this whole like tripping sequence of them just really high. So then he was there and I was like, huh, I know him. But the other strange thing is the amount of references. The amount of Aussie references I understand is great, but the locations is another strange thing.
Where is it set? What city?
Sydney. It's set here.
Sydney.
Yeah.
Right, okay.
So what's really weird is one of the characters, Darren, works at the Café de Wheels in Tempe. And I literally went there. I went there like a week. No, I went there on Saturday to get dinner. And I was like, huh, I saw this in the show like last night. Yeah, because it's just so strange how familiar all these places are. Like, I watch all of them, and
that's
then
why I kind of wish.
It's so weird, but it's amazing. I love it. It's so cool to actually feel like I'm so familiar with everything, because it's about Sydney, and we're from Sydney. It's great. It's amazing.
Yeah, that's why I wish there would be like a video game, like an open world type video game where the map is just Sydney. Like
that's
how
just life,
Spider-Man
Finley.
did with New York.
Finley, that's just, you just go outside. I know what you mean, though. That would be really cool.
Like Spider-Man did with New York, because it was really cool, because people kept like posting. I kept seeing posts back when Spider-Man first came out saying like, hey, this looks familiar, and then like posting their screen showing a location in the game where they were in real life.
That is really cool, yeah.
Yeah. I just wish we had something like that for Sydney.
True. I guess this is what we have then. This is like one kind of...
Our equivalent. Heartbreak High.
I always imagine Americans just being really confused about all the references, because there are a lot of Aussie references. I don't know if you know the succulent Chinese meal. They reference that.
Oh man, do I know the succulent Chinese meal guy.
And also, you know Danny Lim?
Danny Lim? Is he in the show?
He's in the show, and I saw him the other day in the city, and there were so many people taking photos with him, and it's great that he's actually like, people are like seeing his face more. Like, because he's such a like, Sydney icon.
He's part of Sydney.
Yeah, and he was in the show. It's great.
He's inseparable from Sydney as a concept.
Exactly.
You cannot remove Danny Lim from
Sydney.
You think of Sydney, otherwise
you think
it
of Danny
ceases
Lim.
to be Sydney.
But he was in it, and then
what is the high school?
It's called.
Like, which
it's a
suburb
fake,
is it set?
I don't know where, but it's called Hartley High, and it's probably set in like. There was one scene where they had a train station, but they changed the name, and I forgot if it was North
Sydney. Is it in like
Sydney.
the eastern suburbs?
No, it like one of the train stations was actually like Petersham or something. They renamed it and they took over, and they named it North Sydney train station.
I'm gonna dox myself, but that's really near my house.
Well, kind of. It really depends which way you go.
Well,
but
yeah, that is.
It's.
Yeah, I mean,
I can't figure out
it's like
where it's supposed to be.
Hang on. I'm gonna look up a picture of the high school.
Yeah, it's obviously they actually used a real high school, but I don't know
Hartley
where.
High images. It looks
like any other.
I don't recognize the school itself.
Yeah, I don't recognize what school it is.
Hang on.
I don't.
Okay, the Heartbreak High fandom wiki page.
There we go. Yeah, that's what I was
Let's
looking at
see.
before. Hartley High.
Wait.
It would say, right?
It's a reboot?
Yeah, you didn't know?
No.
Yes.
Huh?
You didn't know? There's an older series.
I had no idea. That's so strange. Maroubra, I was right.
Really?
It is the eastern suburbs.
Oh.
Fuck.
Hold on. Wait, do you know which high school exactly?
Maroubra Bay High School.
Oh, right. There we go. Hold on. Yep. You search it up and there's pictures of filmed in Maroubra Bay High School. Heartbreak High was Yeah. Did you know Netflix's Heartbreak High was filmed in Maroubra Bay High School? Where the fuck is Maroubra again? I don't remember.
Maroubra is like way off east. It's like east of the city. It's south of like Edgecliff.
Oh, what the fuck? Yeah, because there are a lot of scenes where they film stuff like near the beach, or they go to like the beach sometimes. Right, that's so weird. Why the fuck do they? That's so far to be working then. If like now there's like two characters that both work at the Harry's Cafe de Wheels. That's so far to work.
Okay. I live in the inner west and I work in the eastern suburbs.
Okay, yeah, true.
Let's be real here.
True, I traveled further than that to get to my work, which was like in the city center. So yeah, maybe that's not too
find
bad.
jobs close to your house.
Yeah,
that's
it's impossible.
That's just a rule of life, is that you will not be able to find work close to your house.
Yeah.
Anyway,
it's just
I would
weird
like to pivot.
seeing so many locations, but I do enjoy it actually. I do think it's a pretty cool series, mainly just because it's familiar, if that makes sense.
I would like to pivot.
Yeah.
Talk about a different TV show.
Okay.
One that's a little further from home. I watched the first episode. I haven't seen any of the rest of it. I watched the first episode of the Fallout TV show a couple days ago.
How is it? How is it?
Really enjoyed it.
Okay, good.
It was really good.
Have you ever played the game? Or the games?
I'm gonna be crucified for this. I've never played a main series Fallout game. I've only ever played Fallout Shelter.
At least you've played something. I haven't played anything.
A mobile game.
Oh, right.
It was a mobile game, like resource management simulator, where you were the overseer of a vault, and you had to make sure that it didn't just collapse.
Yeah. Well,
Yeah.
that's
Fun game.
that's cool. Yeah, that sounds pretty interesting.
But yeah, the series was very entertaining. Ella Purnell is great, as is Walton Goggins. There was only a hint. There was a whisper of Matt Berry in the first episode.
Right.
He had like one line because you see a Mr. Handy before all the bombs go off.
Oh, yeah.
He voices a robot named Mr. Handy.
Oh.
Which is like a personal like butler robot.
Hold on.
That has 3 eyes, floats, and has 3 arms.
Oh, that one. I've seen I saw a clip of that. That was actually pretty interesting.
Yeah.
Huh. It looks
But
very
yeah, I haven't
interesting.
seen any of the rest of it. I'm watching it with my family, and often it's difficult to find time to like watch stuff,
right.
especially when the
All
episodes
together.
are like an hour long.
Oh, wow. Okay, yeah, that's... How many episodes are there?
That's something I wish... 8.
Oh. Where do
Also,
you
there was
watch-
something... It was really weird. When we went to first like go and watch it, Amazon Prime wanted to start playing it from the last episode backwards.
Huh.
There are 8 episodes, and episode 8 is called The Beginning, and episode 1 is called The End.
Oh.
But you're still... Amazon Prime wanted to play it from episode 8, not from episode 1. And I don't know whether that's intentional or whether it was just the machine being stupid. Because that's always a possibility, because there are idiot machines surround us on a daily basis.
Really weird. Oh, no, it says the same thing. I'm looking at it right now. It says play season 1, episode 8.
That is so weird.
What the fuck? I really
Why
would like to know
does
if other people...
Fallout TV show play from episode 8
Yeah, the end.
on Amazon Prime.
The beginning.
Oh, hang on. I think I might know why that might be. I think it's because all of the episodes dropped at once, and so Amazon Prime, being the idiot machine that it is, wants to play the latest episode.
Yeah, okay, right. Which is...
So that might be why it is. I don't know, though.
And not like some purposeful thing, because Because I know there's some series that have a lot of like time
They
skips.
accidentally made it very poetic.
Yeah, because there's some series that do that. That's like you should watch it from this in this order to actually understand what's going on instead of watching it in the release order. I mean, it's
Star
like
Wars.
yeah, like exactly like Star Wars. Which way did you watch it when you first saw it?
Star Wars or Fallout?
Star Wars.
Star Wars.
Yeah.
It was such a long time ago, and I was so young that I don't actually really remember. It was, I think it was the original trilogy first.
Okay.
Yes, no,
So-
it was the original trilogy first.
So in release
Actually,
order,
I
of when
don't-
it.
I don't think I saw the prequel trilogy until I was much older,
Oh.
because my dad hates those movies
Okay.
because they were such a huge disappointment.
Mine.
Because like the first film he ever went to see in the cinema was Star Wars,
Right.
just Star Wars in 1977.
Oh wow.
And so he has been a fan since the beginning. He watched all of them in the cinema.
Right. Yeah.
And then he went to see Phantom Menace on opening night, and it was so shit that he didn't go and see the rest of the prequels.
Wow. Because
Anyway, Dad, if you're watching this, I thank you for not showing me the prequels first when we were growing up. The original trilogy they are the best films, so it makes sense that if you're just gonna show your children 3 of them, then the original trilogy are the ones to show them.
yeah.
My
mum just sat me down one night and we just watched the first 6 movies in release order. So,
right,
which
that
I think
seems
is
like
I think for
that is
any
the best way to do it,
series,
yeah.
watch it in the release order. If people were watching it as it came out and it makes sense to them, not even just for Star Wars, for any other series that has like, I mean, one way I think
Yeah.
about it, for The Walking Dead, there's lots of spin-offs, but if you watch everything in the release order, it should make sense. If it doesn't, then
Yeah.
they did something wrong. So
Yeah, yes.
just watch it in the release order and you'll be fine.
What was I gonna say?
What?
Yes, there is an alternate viewing order for the first 6 Star Wars films that I actually find really interesting,
Which
and that is 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 6.
Oh,
Because after the Darth Vader reveal,
yeah.
the prequel trilogy acts as kind of a flashback.
Oh.
And then you go into the finale of the series, which is Return of the Jedi.
We gotta try that.
I think it's really interesting. I've never tried watching them in that order.
Mm.
Next time I watch them all, I might do that.
Yeah, I like that, yeah.
I think it's a very interesting way of doing it. Certainly not for your first watch. Not for your first
For the first
viewing.
watch, just do it in release
Just
order.
release order. Always just release order.
Well, yeah. It's the safest bet for anything, really, for anything. I mean, same with Lord of the Rings. Watch it in release order, even though it's set different times.
Yeah. One more thing I want to talk about, which might take us up to the end of the show, I don't know.
Yeah?
Just before we started recording, I know I spoke about this before we started.
Oh, yeah.
Just before we started recording, I got a package,
Ooh.
and that was a copy of Super Mario 3D World plus Bowser's Fury, which I have played Super Mario 3D World on my cousin's Wii U. I have never owned a copy of the game, and I've always intended on buying Bowser's Fury,
And now you...
but I have been so broke for ever since the game came out. But now I have enough money to afford it, and I bought it just kind of on a whim. I was like, yeah, why not? Why have I not
Yippee.
bought a copy of this game yet?
Hold
So
on.
I did. I love this game. I know virtually nothing about Bowser's Fury. I tried to stay as spoiler free as possible. Bowser's Fury, I know you don't know. It's like a DLC add-on to the game that only came with the Nintendo Switch re-release.
Right.
You can't get it on the original Wii U release.
Right.
And
Wait.
I know virtually nothing about it other than that. And I'm
Finley,
very
you
excited
have
to
you
play it.
have your little soundboard thing. I just have this.
Don't do it.
Don't
do it.
Yes. I just
It's
have them
always so
downloaded
loud.
on my phone. I just did it.
Turn the volume down.
It wasn't that loud. You'll hear it ever so slightly. I can see it on a
Oh.
little thing there. Did you not hear it?
Okay. No, you have your Discord noise suppression on.
Oh, I'll turn it up.
Whenever you do that, it never gets picked up on Discord, so I never hear it. I only ever hear it when I'm editing the episode. Nope. Did not hear it. I heard a slight muffled something.
Well, there
or
it
other
was. It'll be there.
Right in the folds of the waveform as they were transmitted through Discord servers, but it plucked out most of the
It'll be there for you to listen to when you
most
go
of the
over
frequencies
everything.
there.
It'll
Yeah.
be there.
But
that's cool. I
also-
don't think I actually know the game.
This is going to be a complete non sequitur. I'm just trying to tick off things that I think of in the moment.
Yeah.
The latest episode of The Adventure Zone
Oh.
this week.
Yeah.
My choice of words here is very relevant to the content of the episode.
Okay.
But I was walking in public yesterday, listening to the episode, trying not to shit myself. Holy fuck. It was one of the funniest episodes they have ever put out. You need to listen to The Adventure Zone versus Dracula.
Okay.
Obviously, you are barred from listening to the Adventure Zone Balance, which is the first arc. That's the one that we're playing in the D&D group. But anything after that, especially versus Dracula,
Okay.
that is free reign. I
Free reign,
implore
alright.
you to listen to that because it is fucking hilarious. Anybody who has listened to the episode will understand why my choice of words there was funny.
Okay.
I'm just gonna... I want to try and keep it as spoiler-free as possible, but
Yeah.
I'm just gonna tell you that one of the characters made a constitution check roll
Yeah.
to see how loud they could fart without shitting themselves.
Oh. Okay.
And this was specifically to create a diversion to distract people from what the other party members were doing.
Which
And
I
my
assume is
God,
equally
I was
as
walking.
stupid.
I was walking through Victoria Park,
Yeah.
and I was just, I just trying to keep as stony of a face as possible, completely failing, just because I almost passed out because I was trying to hold my breath to stop myself from laughing. It was so ridiculously
I do that all the time.
funny.
If I ever listen to something that's funny, I'll just laugh. I don't care if I'm in public.
If I'm at home, sure, but if I'm in public, no.
I mean, sometimes it is just too stupid and you look like you're crazy.
Yeah, I looked like an insane person walking through Victoria Park. Anyway,
Oh well. We've got just 30
do you have
seconds.
anything
I
you
don't
want to
think-
say?
I don't
Anything
think
you
I
want
have
to say
anything
before we wrap the
else.
show up?
Oh, just
No more talking points?
no more talking points, just stuff that I got in the mail. I got the Brokeback Mountain soundtrack, and I also got songs and instrumentals by Adrian Lenker. Both really good.
Yes, I
Yeah.
saw those on your Instagram.
Yeah, I'm really happy because, yeah, they're good. I'm happy that I got them. And now I have
Speaking of CDs,
the Brokeback Mountain
I went-
CD, DVD, and the book, the Holy Trinity.
world's biggest Brokeback Mountain fan.
And I don't
Speaking
even
of
have
CDs, I
I don't
went
even
into
have
the-
the screenplay yet. Sorry.
I went into the city yesterday, as
Yeah.
I said. I went into Red Eye to look at the CDs.
That's where I got
They had
one
a
of them, yeah.
soundtrack.
Cold.
They had a soundtrack selection from Dune Part 1.
Oh.
And I was like, oh, no, but I want the full soundtrack. I don't want the selections. So I remembered that one of the JB Hi-Fis in the city had a copy of the Dune Part 1 soundtrack, and it had not sold for ages because it cost $80.
Oh.
And I was like,
Did you?
fuck it, let's go buy that.
Oh, you. Oh.
It had been sold. I was so pissed. It was the only copy that they had.
That's so unfortunate.
I'm so annoyed. I think it was so expensive because it's a double disc.
Oh yeah.
It's one of those double crystal cases that like folds out.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay, wait. So.
But I will get that soundtrack one day.
Eventually, yeah. Am I the asshole? I've got one. I think I've got.
Yes.
One.
You actually
here.
prepared in advance this time. You are far more organized than I.
Am I the asshole for calling my wife a hypocrite for banning her daughter from wearing makeup to cover acne despite the fact that my wife does it?
Huh. That's a really strange thing to do. Is there any more context?
So I 30F and the married a woman 40F in January. The wife has 2 daughters, 12 and 10. So I think that's the main context, the fact that they're like 12 and 10. I
wonder if we should actually come to a judgment here. I know we discussed this last week.
Yeah.
Whether we should
Other
start
people
throwing
say.
our hats into the ring.
I mean, am I the asshole for calling my wife a hypocrite? No, you're not the asshole for calling. She is a hypocrite.
No. Yeah.
This is
absolutely
pretty easy.
not.
She's a hypocrite for doing
that.
Yeah.
You're telling the truth.
Yeah,
that's
there you
just
go.
the truth.
I think
Anyway,
this one's pretty
bang
easy.
the gavel down.
That's great.
That's our ruling.
There we go.
NTA.
NTA.
Court dismissed. Now we're ripping off a different podcast.
Okay. All right.
Furthermore, a different Maximum Fun podcast. Okay.
I think we should finish.
Well, that should do us for this week.
That's perfect. Yeah, great.
I would like to thank you for listening.
Thanks, everyone.
Again, for those... I was checking the analytics, and it seems like there's just like one person that listens to the podcast every week, and I don't know who it is.
I don't know. It could be one of my friends. I'm not sure.
Maybe.
Hopefully. Well, thank you.
I want to thank you specifically
that
for
one
listening.
person.
It might be my dad, actually. It might be my dad now that is listening, because now that he uses Castbox, he only uses Castbox.
Right.
Now that the show's going up on Castbox, actually, I want to check that this
it's on
week's episode
Castbox, guys.
did go up on Castbox.
Listen to it. You can watch it on YouTube. You can listen to it on Spotify, and you can listen to it on Castbox. There should not be an excuse for not listening to it.
Castbox website refuses to load. 16 episodes, yes. The last episode did go up on Castbox.
There you
Excellent.
go. There's no excuse.
I just wanted to make sure that was working.
Yeah.
But yeah, it should, like... Yeah, my dad only uses Castbox.
Right.
And he said that I don't think he has a Spotify account.
Oh.
But... So now that it's up on Castbox, hi Dad, you are probably listening to this right now.
Hi.
Hopefully you are.
Hi Finley's dad. This is
Hello.
a bit awkward now.
Anyway,
fine.
I would like to thank OkayKirk for the use of our theme song Breeze off the album Brooks Braindump. It's a really fantastic album. They might have more music out soon. I don't know.
Ooh.
Maybe.
Hopefully.
But I mean, they've always got animations out on their Instagram, which is at 2kdoppler. You might have actually come from there. I don't know.
Who knows?
Because I'm very thankful that Brooke often reposts our previews. But yeah.
Okay.
Thank you for listening.
Thank you guys. I'm waving. I don't know why I'm doing that.
Yes, always waving in the audio medium. If you wave your hand fast enough, then you'll create air currents that will be audible.
Oh, I can see it. Yeah, maybe you heard that. Okay, I was waving really
that
close.
will definitely get noise suppressed out.
Fuck. Okay.
Anyway.
Bye, guys.
Thank you all for listening.
Thank you very much.
Goodbye.
We'll see you next week.
Bye-bye. I was waving. See ya. Bye.
If we can avoid incendiary incidents in real life, then we never have to do anything ever again.
How does that work in the real world?